What's up, everybody? So how's it going? We are back here in Warframe and we're going to talk about the OBERON build this time. Just going to have some edited scenes in the background here, just kind of highlighting all the different abilities when I was using them and a couple of defense runs, different stuff, just so you guys can see that better than, you know, me running around a whole map. So this shouldn't take too long of a build video to get you through. You enjoy the stuff in the background, enjoy the video. Make sure you check out some of the other videos if you really want to see me playing around with OBERON even more. Very good frame. Definitely like it. Definitely a good mix. Okay. So first we're going to talk aura slot. Now for me, I'm running with a rifle amp, and that's just going to be based off of how I made my build. My build is different than some of the other builds out there. I can tell you that. I've watched some other videos, and they have perfectly good builds, but this is just the way I play. I'm more aggressive in my terms of playing, so rifle amp helps me out, obviously. As you know, I build my rifles pretty well. You could also put a steel charge in there, okay? And if you're more of a melee guy, and you get your extra melee damage in there. So, but for me, rifle amp is the way to go. Now, then we've got your 4 abilities. We've got the smite, which has the focus deadly energy within the one enemy, and then damaging projectiles outside, which are not targeted to anything. So if you're in an outside open area, they're pretty much useless. Just keep that in mind. If you're in a closed environment, small rooms type of thing, and you shoot that off, you can kill a couple enemies all at once because they're right there, they're right on you. Okay, we've got hallowed ground. Hallowed ground is the carpet that goes down on the ground, more or less, and causes damage over time as inflicting the enemies as they stand on the flames. Okay, I call it my shag carpet. Renewal is the healing wave that goes out with the flow outwards for you, and regenerating over time. It regenerates you fairly quickly. If it can make it to your buddies in your team, it can regenerate them too as well. But the key word is if it can make it to them. If they're running around, it may not actually reach them. Just because they're running around and it can't, for some odd reason, it can't go fast enough. Even though it is a projectile, it can't go fast enough to catch up to your buddy. You're also going to want to probably have the screen up so you can see when your buddies are starting to get low on health, because the sooner you shoot it off, the more likely it is to actually help them. Okay? And then you've also got Reckoning, which lifts the enemies up in the air and pretty much makes it look like they're being nuked. Okay, and blows them up and tends to leave either energy balls or health balls. As you rank it higher up, I noticed I got more health balls than I did energy balls, but in the beginning I got more energy than I did health. So just keep that in mind as you rank it up. Very good. But to me, I found it's very limited. So sometimes you have enemies standing right behind a wall that is maybe right next to you, and it won't even see them and target them, and they'll come out afterwards and they'll still kill you. Or they'll start shooting at you just because they were hidden. Or you're trying to shoot it off and you're only getting a limited range, maybe 12 to 15 max enemies are being killed. It's not as... it's not like Nova's AoE, where she can pretty much take out a whole room for some odd, ungodly way. And in this case, you're not taking out a whole room, you're taking out whatever's right next to you. And sometimes I've had things right in front of me that didn't get targeted, so it's pretty specific. Just keep that in mind. But it is very good to have. If you're not running Necros, this is actually a nice ability to have, because this is just like the Necros' ability, where you can actually get healing balls when you need them. So with that going, so how did I do this? I put focus in there, and focus is my 30% power strength max. Excuse me, and it is in a V polarity slot. Also in the V polarity slot is my continuity mod, 30% power duration, which is mostly useful for hallowed ground. Smite as well, if you want to see those projectiles just keep going around forever and ever and ever. But you're building continuity for hallowed ground. Okay. Then you're going to have power max. You're going to have your flow mod, so 150% power max. You get a lot more power to use. And then you're also going to have stretch, 45% power range. Okay, so these are all your power abilities that you're going to use in this weapon, or in this frame. And that will definitely help you with the smite. It will definitely help you with your renewal in healing your buddies, so it gives it more of a chance, more range for it to find them. And it will definitely help you in your reckoning. Obviously, it has a farther chance to be able to find the enemies, if it can find and target the enemies. And it's pretty good at that, but mostly for hallowed ground, because now you're stretching the range of the hallowed ground, and the enemies can take more damage as a result before they can even reach you. Whether you're running defense, whether you're running survival, whether you're running mobile defense, that's where it's really effective. Whether you're just, you know, trying to, you throw one hallowed ground down before you go into a door. If the doorway is locked and you're unlocking it, you throw the hallowed ground through it and let them start taking damage on the other side while you're unlocking it. And it works pretty well that way. And then finally, here's the other thing I've done is I've actually added a Constitution mod. So I'm going to up my power duration by another 28%. So almost double, just about double of what you're doing with just the continuity mod. And this is most effective for hollow ground. It allows me to get away from a point, do some things, take out some other enemies, and know that, you know, whatever crosses that area is getting killed. Most of the time will die before it even gets through that hallowed ground, just because I have such a duration on it that it lasts forever. It's just helpful for me. So that's how I've got it. And then I'm actually just running the redirection, rank 13 redirection, 13 out of 14, 400% shield capacity to boost that up to the 700 shields, which is where I like it. I felt that the 375 health that comes out of this once it's matched rank 30 was more than enough for me. Just the way that I build and I run and move all the time. I'm always moving, as you guys probably see in all the videos. I'm never not moving. When I do stop, do some quick kills and move along again. Try never to stop moving. So that's why redirection works out with me. I did try Vigor. Wasn't what I wanted. I didn't really care too much about the health build in this one. I wanted more shield capabilities. Okay. So some alternates that we could do. Now, the renewability is good, but it's not that great. You can change it out. I wouldn't change out Smite, because Smite works out really well when you're in a tough situation. You got something right on you, boom, smite it, and it goes down. Okay. But if you didn't want to run renewal, you can take out renewal. If you're running by yourself, I suggest renewal if you're doing solo stuff, just to give yourself a quick heal. But you can give or take it on the other when you're running multi. So if you want some alternates, you can take out renewal, throw in streamline, give you 25% power efficiency, making yourself even giving yourself obviously more ability to lay down more hallowed ground, more reckoning, that type of stuff. Smite more. Or you could even add in Undying Will, which is a bleed out reduction, and we know that lately the Grineer have some pretty bad bleed outs when they hit you. Sometimes you suddenly die and you're like, what the fuck? Sorry, excuse my language, but you know, it's like 3 minutes later and suddenly you died, and that's because you were still bleeding out. So Undying Will may work out well there. Or you could even do Sure-Footed if you got the Sure-Footed mod, which is a chance to resist the knockdown. Now, I've already got Constitution, so Constitution was giving me a 40% knockdown recovery. So if I really wanted to, now I'm adding in a chance to resist being knocked down. So I'm really making myself one of those where I won't go down no matter what you do. That makes me kind of like a little mini Rhino. That's always a mod that you could put in there as well. So with that said, there we go. This is going to be the final build right now for me. Rifle lamp, the 4 abilities: focus, flow, stretch, continuity, constitution, redirection. It's my type of build. It's just how I do it. It doesn't match what a couple other people have said or how they've done theirs, done their calculations. But hey, I just go with how I feel. So do try it out. Let me know what you think. I hope you guys appreciate. I hope you guys like this. Hit that like button if you did. Comments below anytime. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. It is much appreciated. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys in future episodes. Lots and lots of stuff to still come. And until then, whatever we're doing, whatever game we're playing, I'll catch you guys later. See ya.